February 1860, the British attempt to survey the disputed lands, and the owners send out kuia to pull out the survey pegs, which is seen as a way of signalling opposition to the supposed purchase without doing that in a confrontational way. And the Crown's response to that really is quite extraordinary, because they call this an act of rebellion, pulling out survey pegs in the ground, and they declare martial law over the Taranaki province.
It having become necessary to issue the Governor's proclamation placing the district under martial law, I deem it advisable, in order to prevent unnecessary alarm among the settlers, to assure them that should events lead to actual collision with the natives, due notice will be given to enable them to provide for the safety of their families. G.F. Murray, Lieutenant Colonel.
They could see that one of the first things that the government did when they purchased land was to survey. And the surveyors came in and laid pegs down to divide the land, to determine what was Pākehā land and what was Māori.
Part of the rules of those days is that you couldn't buy disputed land. One of the rules was that only the Queen could buy land off our rangatira. In that case for Waitara, we were made absolutely sure that people knew that this was a disputed land. Right from the time of the surveyors coming to pick it up to our old people going out and pulling up those survey pegs to show their opposition to it.
We have a story about one of our kuia, Keita, who was one of the first to start pulling up pegs to demonstrate to the government that this is Māori land, kei a tātou te rangatiratanga o tēnei whenua. And Keita pulled those pegs as what is perhaps the first act of resistance in this way, protest against the acquisition of land, the forced acquisition of lands within Taranaki. For our kuia Keita to have done this on these lands is both symbolic and also an act of great courage, knowing soldiers and the surveyors were there, but she stood and pulled the pegs out in plain sight to demonstrate to them that she did not recognise the act of surveying land and they did not recognise the purchase of this land.